Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I do have some good news and some bad news to deliver, and let's start with the bad news. The bad news is that my Dodge Viper is still broken. But the good news is that it's getting nicer and nicer out. Snow's melting, temperatures are rising. I think I'm gonna finally be able to get myself out to the garage and start tearing into the Viper, probably not a good choice of words there, and start working on the Viper to see what the problem is without freezing to death, which is a semi-important side note to make. We're almost there, bear with me just a little longer, and then hopefully in the next few weeks or so, we're going to experience together what the problem is and hopefully what the fix is as well. So in any case, I don't have a video about my Dodge Viper today, but I do have a video about a Dodge Viper. As I've talked about previously, once in a while I will find myself in a Google spiral of car searches, and that'll lead me to Viper searches, and that'll lead me to some very interesting Viper finds. Similar to how I found that green Viper drag strip monster build with the V10 mysteriously gone and the Chevy engine dropped in. I was doing some good old-fashioned Viper searches the other night. I came across a very interesting article about the world's most grimiest, grossest Viper of all time that's actually driving and on the road and running and all that stuff. So I've got it on my computer right here, so let's go over and check it out. Alright, so let's step over to my computer here and get settled on my inflatable bouncy chair thing. What I have to show you guys today is actually an article that I found on Jalopnik called "This is the grossest, grimiest Dodge Viper ever." Let's get into this. Are you ready? I'm gonna do another drum roll here. Here we go. Boom. There you go, you guys. Yeah, I gotta say, this thing is pretty beat up. Paint looks all chipped up and scratched. The hood looks kind of faded. It looks like there might be dust on there, but I'm not sure that's actually what it is, but there's just some sort of discoloration. The headlights are super like dingy and foggy. Scratches, of course. Those panel gaps on the outside edges of the headlights are all messed up, and then the ones under it, under the lights, under the headlights, are messed up as well. The driver's side exhaust panel, that almost looks like it has like scorch marks or like burn marks on it. I'm not sure if that's what those actually are, but there's more discoloration down there, some sort of markings. All right, let's go to the next picture. All sorts of things to notice here. Wow, panel gap is horrendous. The hood isn't sitting on the lights correctly. The outside edge of the headlight is all out of alignment. Scratches and dings and mars and marks everywhere. And then even down on the bumper lip there's some chunks of paint missing. And something I'm noticing is that these wheels seem to be on the wrong side. The reason I say that is because my understanding, and I could be wrong, but my understanding is that Viper wheels are non-rotatable. Do you notice how those like Ninja Star spokes are sort of like cutting forward, so to speak? Those are not supposed to be cutting into the air. They're supposed to be cutting with the air. I'll throw up a picture here to compare it to. And the same is true for the back tire, or the back wheel. So it seems like these were either put on wrong or they were incorrectly rotated, assuming that my understanding that they are non-rotatable wheels is correct. So yeah, that's an interesting little detail. All right, next picture is the interior. They've obviously got those like red middle insert pieces on the seats. This wheel does not look like a stock Viper wheel to me. Someone's talking to me. But other than those two semi-major items, the rest of the interior actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. Maybe it could stand for a good cleaning, but it may be safe to say that the interior is better than the exterior, but let's keep going. So here's the rear of the car, and I do have to cringe a little bit at this, and the article says it, and I agree with it, that it looks like someone took like a paintbrush with some red paint on and just kind of slopped it on the back. Fiberglass might actually be like missing chunks. Maybe this whole back was damaged. So I don't know what's going on there. Guys, I have to cringe a little bit. Whew. Okay, moving on. So here's the front left. You got scratches and mars, little chunks, and you got a closer look at the headlight looking all fogged up. This thing is in rough shape, man. Holy moly. All right, we'll keep moving forward. All right, here's a bigger look at the rear of the car. This just has swirl marks and scratches, and I don't know if it's just the quality of the picture or the resolution or what, but it seems like there are multiple discoloration spots. Brighter blob of red in there, but then surrounded by a darker, dingier red. All right, moving on. All right, so this is the side, passenger's side, and that looks like a pretty substantial gash or chunk or crack or something that's in the side of the hood. There's dirt in there inside the little gill thing, but that's pretty regular. That's pretty normal for this car. It happens on mine all the time. And then in the upper right corner, you've got more of what seems to be discoloration. So that's it in terms of pictures. I'll scroll through them again and I'll put them up on the screen for you guys to look at some more. Couple little interesting pieces I'll add. This Viper supposedly has 191,000 miles on it. So for a Viper to have that many miles on it, man oh man. So yeah, there you guys go. The grossest, grimiest Dodge Viper ever. Unless this thing was like pulled from a swamp or like was used to carry around dead bodies, I'm not sure I'd call it the grossest Dodge Viper ever. It's certainly grimy, but I'm not sure it's fair to call it the grossest. Definitely seen better days. It's definitely a little beat up, but what I would like to think is that it's the most loved Viper of all time. Is that a stretch? I'm not sure. Someone's driven this thing a lot, you guys, whether it's the same person or a lot of people. If the mileage is true, it's been driven 191,000 miles. So I hope that equates to love. Hope that equates to love for the car, and that the owner or owners have loved driving this car. With that said, it would be nice to see it get a facelift, let's say. Go to the car doctor and get some work done on it. Alright you guys, so there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. This is not intended to trash talk anybody or trash talk anybody's car. It's just a objective commentary, and let's all be honest, this is a pretty beat up Dodge Viper. It does kind of bother me to see a Viper in this kind of condition, but if the owner loves it and loves driving it, then that should really be all that matters. So yeah, let's hope that's the case, and maybe someday the owner will put some time and money into it and get the car back to a condition that's more representative of its glory days. If so, then that would be awesome. That's pretty much it for me for now. Just want to share that with you guys and let me know your thoughts, your reactions, and your insights, and all that good stuff. But on that note, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again. Whoa, knocked my glasses off there. How cool is that? Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys very soon.